Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Galorants Training Grounds Intermediate Division Group Stages. I'm Kura Haneko, and I will be joined by Delta on whatever side she is right now, wherever she is right now. How are you doing today?
Wait, why does it matter where I am? I'm
I
here.
don't know. Like, I'm used to the cam setup, so I'm like, wherever you are, because
Oh, the fancy
sometimes
stuff.
I don't know which side it is.
Well, I'm here. All good. All is well.
All right. Well, today we have, a great match between KIL and Bakas, who I believe we just saw play on stream, and I know you
Yep.
cast them, right? What happened that game? What do I need to look out for?
Oh, what didn't happen that game? My goodness. Bakas and Calypsos, they made that quite a success. Not success. Well, successful, yes, but
for one of them,
suspenseful game. We saw it wasn't, overly aggressive, but the fragging power we saw from these girls and their ability to isolate those 1v1s was quite impressive. So I anticipate for this game having a lot of fragging power, but I know that KIL, they do quite a bit of work. So we might see, a team of frag and a team of strats. So that'll make for an interesting game overall.
Okay. And I see an Astra on this comp from the side of KIL. That always makes me excited.
Yeah, Winter trying to rep that Astra should be good. She's pretty much good on any map, but I love seeing her on Ascent as well because you can just deny entrance onto any site. Essentially, since they aren't running, the typical Killjoy or Cypher, they're definitely gonna have to be able to use those stars to anchor and hold those sites.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
They're doing a dance, it looks like.
Wait, where's the last member? No, the last member's coming back. Come on, Kelly. You gotta join the ritual. Can't leave. Are they gonna do a spray in the middle though? That's the question. Nope, they're not. They're getting out of here. All right, so looks like we are gonna have a short pause. Hopefully those little barriers don't go up. I know there's sometimes a glitch where you have the barriers and then they like go up, but you can't actually go past it. Like 1 second. But we're just gonna have a short little delay. Don't worry too much about it. You'll just hear our wonderful voices for that much longer. In any case, you talked a little bit about the Astra on the defense. Do you think that goes well with, I guess, the comp that they have, especially since they don't have a Killjoy or they don't really have anyone who has damaging abilities?
So let's see. In terms of the compositions for, so we're starting with KIL?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, I feel like both Astra and Viper, they have been, well, especially with Viper's buffs, they've just been so impactful with anchoring the sites. So
all right,
that whole
we're getting back
Sentinel
into
thing.
the game.
Oh, we are. Oh,
Real quick. All right. Not just a short pause as, all right, that shots are not going to hit anybody as Bakas have gone toward this mid side, but KAL, they've put a lot of members toward B as well. We'll see if there is an altercation soon as they're kind of just running around all over the place.
Yeah, Evil Cat was able to push them back with that shock dart, but it's like they want to push the B side, but maybe more of a mid approach this time.
Yeah, and they are just coming up mid quite a bit quickly. That's going to be the dark cover going down, but Azo is not going to be able to find anybody as Winter is just coming in from the back side, but she's going to get pushed really soon from both of these sides. And it is not going to be a good time for her, and there we go. Suddenly, KIL down to the last 3 members coming in from mid. But a Evil Cat, she is waiting right here. She's going to just go past Princess Hearts. That's a 3K from her. Last 2 members coming in from market. There we go. That's the Blaze Wall going up. But Princess Heart, she's waiting on the other side. She's going to come out. Is that the ace? That's the ace. What? It up. All right.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't see that the last time. But an ace coming out the pistol round, my goodness. That sends a message, if anything. KIL's going to have to watch their backs. My goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
You know, I'm pretty sure I've already peaked my mic. Like, it's only round number 1. What a great start.
Yeah, no. You gotta tell these girls we gotta chill into it. We gotta like ramp into it. You can't just start off with the ace. That's just not that doesn't work for us. Okay, maybe like round 5 or 6, but first round, no, not so much.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna look like Baka is gonna try the same strategy, going toward B a little bit, but now moving toward mid. This time though, Kayla have nobody there but Mr. Gerald.
Gerald.
Will be able to hear this, but oh, she's not able to get anyone, and that's gonna be a little bit trippy, calling Mr. Gerald and then saying she. But Kelly is gonna be sitting right in front of Amy, and oh, that's someone that's not going to find her, so she does get one, and it's just going to be a shooting range from both sides. Still a 4v4 situation as Kelly's able to pick off another one. Coming in, but now a 3v3 situation. Make that a 2v2. That gun advantage from Baga's not really helping them out that much. But alright, we'll help them out right there as Winter, last member standing, will try to get those headshots, and she does. Alright, we're back in a 1v1.
Okay.
Why is this so intense during round 2?
Oh, and she's just trying to loop around, get her through the back.
Oh! Princess Tars, she is popping off right now. Is that her 8th kill? This is the second round, Delta.
Round 2, 8 kills. What is this? Oh my goodness. I am scared for KIL, but apparently they're not really scared because we already have an Odin coming out trying to do a power play.
Okay.
Planting on the B site with the Odin and Sova. Now that typical thing we see. So maybe it'll be able to push them back as Bakas are leaning towards the B site, and they're gonna have to do whatever they can to stop this momentum, especially Princess Harris.
For sure. And that's the recon ball. It's not going to find anybody. But on the other side, will find a evil cat, as that's going to be the Hunter's Fury popped in.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that is so nice. And then we'll tag up another. And so KLL right now are just falling to Bakas.
Yeah, that Hunter's Fury was quite impressive. Now they have the site pretty much free reign, only Aso to be able to defend, but falling back so that they can do a proper retake.
And that's going to be a pick off on Larvin. So we are at least in a 3v4 situation, but last 4 members of Bakas playing on the site.
Yeah, but KL's a bit of a disadvantage here. They've already used some of their utility, and it's going to be difficult to push onto site unless they're able to use their stars to kind of shake things up onto the site.
And that little recon bot will spot out ASO. She's gonna start moving in with the rest of these members, and oh, she just sees the gun and she will get that headshot. So 3v3 again. Last 3 members of Baka are gonna be playing together. There's the first one, there's the second one. Mr. Gerald left alone now in a 2v1, and it's just gonna be the Odin spray down that was picked up on that site.
Well, at least they all got some usage in there. So it was a nice little gift that a evil cat was able to grant them. But wow, another with Princess Hara's having all of these kills already, we're already at 10. She's was able to get Hunter's Fury, able to get that initial pick off, making it so easy for them to enter the site. So, wow, that was such an impactful round from them. And now we'll be able to use the Odin for herself as they try to approach the B site with 2 members waiting for them.
Okay, this time we'll not find out a evil cat, but Cheerios will get ASO. But again, this is going to be KIL's save round, so I just expect them to get some of those weapons off, as that's going to be a weapon for them at mid, catching out that lurker.
Yeah, but they're pushing mid, so hopefully able to go through the back, kind of take them from surprise since they're at a disadvantage.
A evil cat here with the sheriff. Is she going to be able to get anybody? She does not. So once again, 3 members of Baka's on that side, but this time Princess Haras is holding inside of main. It looks like she's gonna just get set up here. That's the first one, and that's not the second one, but will be a crossfire as Winter, last member standing against these 3, will pick up a Vandal. She has a tall task in front of her, no stars remaining, so she just has to go in blind. But everybody is just on that site. Will get the grapple well. Oh, okay, that's just a collateral right there. But Cutie Fidget will just pick it back up, sitting on top of the box, and whew, that was almost it for KAL.
And able to recover the Odin. I feel like this is going to be just a bit of a transfer as things goes on. But
Who gets the
Yeah, they
Odin
just
next?
lined. Exactly. They just lined up for Winter and almost able to get that last kill because she knew where she was, but unfortunately got just that reload just ended up messing with her. So was a close round for KIL, a valiant attempt nonetheless. So this time, not having so much luck on the B site, we'll be heading for the A site, and they were able to buy up and get that Odin back. So hopefully be able to have a bit more aggression on this A push.
That's true. Mr. Gerald did use a flash right there, but didn't end up pushing out because of the Astra smoke in front of the site. Now Bacchus, taking it quite slowly. Move in now. What are they going to use to get on this site that's going to be an Allo drone coming out? Will that spawn out Mr. Gerald? It will, but that's the Cosmic Divide coming down and oh, just stops the bullets just in time. But Bacchus still sitting outside of this site. Will they push in? I'm taking bets.
They're still there. Still waiting around.
Out of charges.
But that Cosmic Divide is such perfectly aligned. Pretty much a gate into the door.
That's true, but they're coming in now with that Leer and that recall. But Winter's just sitting outside of Generator, and that's going to be 2 members down already, and they're just getting fired upon in the front. But they're able to take them down, and that's another one. But they run it back and won't be able to connect. So now in a 3-2 situation, the res is still up for Bacchus, and they're still making their way on the site. And there we go, res does come out. It's okay. That's a shock star lineup from a Evil Cat. Saving it a little bit, but coming in with the Odin against a 1v3 will have to come up huge. Does find one. Will she able to be able to find the other? Oh, she's not going to be able to. Odin on the side of Princess Harris will win this time.
Oh, that was such a beautiful shock dart. Yeah, the lineup was quite beautiful. They were able to at least deny the plant, and they were able to get at least a few kills, trying to do a little bit of damage to Baka's economy because they're swimming in credits right about now. But yeah, unfortunately unable to win that last round. KIL's definitely gonna have to mix things up here. These rounds have been close, but they're letting Baka's get away with all of just the momentum that they have.
I have this fight.
It's true, and at least instead of KL, they have the Hunter's Fury and that Rolling Thunder to work with. It's gonna be a Evil Cat. She's pushed up pretty far inside of B. Oh, it looks like Bacchus are moving away, but they've set the silver back of Princess Harris, and she's gonna get picked off so early. Got the top fragger down, and that's another one with that Blade Storm. So now Bacchus, they don't know what happened. They're like, okay, I'll just push out of B site. That hasn't happened before.
Yeah, this is a perfect round for KIL. They have those initial picks that they needed, put themselves at a 2-woman advantage, no less. And they're still holding their defaults. So whatever site they choose to go to, which it looks like it'll be the A site, they will have this advantage. And already parked in wine. So hopefully they check that corner.
Ooh, it does not look they are going to. So Winter's just going to come up from behind. And that's going to be a nice little crossfire. That's a Thrifty coming out from KAL.
Okay. KAL able to get 1 point on the board and doing it in style nonetheless. Like we were saying, those initial picks were crucial to making it difficult for Bacchus to be able to approach the site. And Winter just camping in wine. And like you said, the crossfire was just beautiful. So hopefully they'll be able to string a few more rounds like that together as they're able to kind of have now a weapon advantage. See again the Odin coming out because Bacchus will be pushed back on a bit of a frazzled by.
Okay, I was like, is that going off the map? It does not, but
It's
that's
not
not spot
so.
anybody because Bacchus is just coming in onto the site. And that's the Evil Cat popping the Hunter Spirit, but she's just going to get taken down by Larvin, who has already pushed in. That's going to be an Odin transfer to the other side. Now everybody is just setting up their post-plant positions.
Have plenty of time for post-plant positions because everyone had to make the rotate because that was such a quick push onto the site.
Oh, they're coming in, but Princess Heart is just ready and waiting. Does get those 2 members. Last 2 just have been stopped by the Sage Wall, and now they all know where they are. That's the curveball thrown in, but okay, just sitting in behind that wall. But Princess Harris and Larvin, they're gonna be able to clean that up and pick up the weapons for themselves. 2 Thrifties in a row.
Ooh, the Bakas we're seeing on this map, my goodness. I mean, we saw some aggression in that last map, but this one in particular, I don't know. They must be hyped after that last one, because the way they pushed on to the B site, they just went around a Evil Cat and her Hunter's Fury. They're like, nope, we're shutting that down, and had a free site for the taking. So with that quickness, the rotates came out slow, and they were just able to have perfect post-plant positioning.
And now this time, it's going to be up to KL to see if they can pick up another Thrifty. And they are coming in onto this B side again as Mr. Drill picks up one, but will get quickly traded out. Bakas not exactly pushing in as fast as they did last time, still waiting it out because of the smoke in front of the site. That's 103 pop from Princess Taurus in addition to that lockdown, so they are putting a lot into this against that save, which is quite interesting.
Yeah, like you said, a bit slower of a round, but we already at a 4v4, and still plenty of stars to come out and utility to be able to get onto the site.
Oh, that is a nice shot from Asa with the Sheriff. Makes it into a 4v3, but they have to be really wary of Princess Hara with this Odin, because she can just mow down everybody as they come in. Alright, that's a first pick from Lina Lil. And Hot Hands will be able to just back her off a little bit, but there we go. Dart's gonna spawn out everybody. They're just coming onto the site. A Evil Cat gets another hit with that Sheriff, and Kelly is just burning down, but Larvin's still holding it back at the back of site, and Princess Horus in the end pick it up. But at least KAL made it expensive again.
Oh, exactly. Making it very expensive for them, even though was able to clutch that out, still able to make it, trying to do a little bit of damage, make it a little bit more painful. But that approach, even though it was slower than the last few, it was still just this aggression that they have. And with having a fragger like Princess Hara's on their side, with an Odin no less, just makes it so much more difficult for kills or KIL to try to anchor these sites. So again, aggression, this time on the A site.
Yeah, for sure, and that's an early smoke pop by Winter, and that also will be that gravity well, but they definitely have not come in yet. The Hot Hand should be able to push them back, but look at KAL, they're already moving up mid, and they could pinch Baka so soon.
Oh yeah, oh look at this.
She's already sitting here. That's a star. And they know this could be a huge altercation, but they're just spamming through the smoke right now, and everybody's health bars are just getting dinked. Oh, that is a nice shock dart just to push everybody from Bakas out of their position. So that they're gonna have to rotate all the way from attacker spawn. But will they be able to hear this? I think KAL do. So we're gonna have a Evil Cat sending out that drone. Seeing 4 members. Will she be able to capitalize on this position? Alright, there's one. That's the spike carrier down. Still, but on the other side, Bakas are still everywhere. And so that's going to be a resurrect up, but suddenly it's back into a 3v3 with the run it back popped on the side of KL. As Bakas make their way toward that B site, they will only have 1 member of Mr. Jill right now to contend on the site because Market has been smoked. But okay, that's a wall, and okay. Nobody has died as of yet, but it's still okay. That's gonna be the shirt. This game is absolutely crazy. As the wall just has a little bit of a gap for the attackers to peek through. But Kelly and Winter coming in. Now Blaze Wall will allow her to move all the way to the back, but will she be able to spot anybody? Cherries is still inside the smoke, but Winter does get one. And they're not going to be able to get another, but suddenly Lina Lil. I'm going to call her Lin because my tongue is not cooperating with me right now.
You don't like the occasional tongue twister?
Tongue twisters, yes, I do love a good tongue twister, but not if I have to say it in a pretty, tense situation, because every round right now, it's just like, there's so much stuff going on, and I'm like, these names, stop tripping me out. Don't stop doing it.
Yeah, no, I can't blame you. There's so much going on right now. I don't even know what that round was. Just complete chaos, rotates coming out, KIL just all over the map everywhere, as they are this round. So they are making a push, both mid, both A sites, so trying to get a lot of map control at this point.
That's true. They usually do this when they aren't on the save, just to catch out Bakas, as it did work for them when they were down, I believe, 0-5. But Winter here is going to be that first point of contact. She's not going to be able to get anyone. Does get caught on the reload, so they're moving in onto that B site. Last four members of KL. They have to all come in from those 3 different positions, but Princess Haras, she does suspect it, and she will pick off Kelly. So that's already one route cut off. And that Sage Wall, once again, will not allow any members of KL to come in from that defender side. But Aesol picks up one, and that Sage Wall really has been doing wonders for the attackers. As Princess Haras, she's just ready and waiting. Last member, Mr. Gerald, will not be able to do it, and she is such a fragger. 23 and 4.
Okay.
Can I throw it a
23. I'll give you that one. I think that's a well-deserved one. Oh, okay. There's just so much fragging power coming out of her. My goodness. A princess in her own right. The KIL, I do like the approach they're doing. They're trying to take some map, or a lot of map control, essentially, trying to push out onto these sites. But the problem is they're getting isolated picks, especially when you have someone like Princess Haras on the loose. It's not working out quite well for them.
Standing ahead.
That's going to be a Hunter's Fury popped on the side of Princess Haras. Will it be able to come up huge? It will not. As that is the Odin spam through the wall to pick off that lurker. So now KL once again moving in from Cap. But that is a counter Hunter's Fury because it has spotted out some members of Bakas. Will it be able to find anybody? It does not. Sage Healer should at least be able to get Lynn a little bit higher. But they are stuck. 2 members already coming in from that mid side. Kelly picking up 1. But Princess Harris, once again, that fragger will be able to get taken down, though. So 3v2 situation. What can Bakas do here?
Bakas is doing a good job trying to rotate, but they have to be careful because there is a lot of mid presence at the moment.
Seems like they're going to evade it, though.
Yeah, able to evade, but KL already has the read, and they're going to be able to set up on the A site while Bakas approaches.
Oh, they're running now, and they'll be able to hear them. So Aso will pick off one. Evil Cat cleans up the other, and that is the second round going over to KIL.
Last round before the switch.
Okay, so that was able to work out for them. So that aggression you see, them trying to push, get as much map control as possible. And you saw that they were able to essentially get control through mid and able to get those picks. And it's quite helpful when you don't have Princess Haras like constantly in your face. That's a thing. So
Wait,
if they're able to get her out, that is the what a win condition. Just take her out and the round will go to you.
Not a big deal, right? She doesn't have the Odin this time. That could help them out.
True, but she's still alive, so.
I mean,
that's a problem.
It's only 13 seconds into the round, right? I mean, she is having a little bit of a solo mission toward that A side, but Evil Cash is ready and waiting with this Odin, but oh, that was the lineup, and she could not take advantage of it. That's the lockdown getting popped from Bakas and the Lear just to get them onto the site, and Evil Cat cannot get out. So this should be the B site. Easy plant over to Bakas.
Yeah, so they're being held outside in mid while the lockdown is coming out, but everyone going in the on site for their post plant positions, except for Princess Haras, of course, having to be on the lurk. So now it's a 3v5 situation, making it a little bit more difficult for this retake.
And that's a run back pop from Kelly. They will be able to get spotted out though, as okay, that's already 2 members down from Bakas. Now this rolling thunder is going to come in along with the flash. Will they be able to find anybody on that site? They will. And that's the first pick. Last 2 members sitting in the back. Will they be able to get traded? They will.
Wow.
That is round number 3 for KIL. And they started with 0 rounds, at least on the half with 3.
Okay, that was a beautiful attempt from KIL. We saw Mr. Gerald doing quite a bit of work there, just loading out breaches, just dumping out the whole kit, essentially, to try to get onto site. And it worked. So, you know, whatever you need to do to be able to do a retake, you do. And it worked. But now it's a new half. And KIL has a lot of work to do. It's not impossible. But again, with Princess Haras on the loose, but this time on the defense will probably see her lurk and just be all sorts of scary. So they're gonna have to. Oh, they're gonna have to do a lot of work for this next half.
Yeah, we usually know that Silva's play on that B site. I don't think KL should go there, ever. Just hit A. 12 times. Let's see it.
True.
Actually, it can't be
Yeah.
12 times. Like, however many times it needs to be.
Well, it could be, you know.
Oh, it could be.
OT
That is true.
and all that.
Mhm.
You tend to do OT games, so, you know, you're kind of
Oh, yeah,
cursed in that way.
That is true. Maybe we are cursed. We will see, as it's going to be Evil Cat sitting outside of A by herself. Sage will not allow her to push onto site or get any more information, but that Killjoy turret on the B site does spot out Kelly, luckily. And that dark cover comes down just in time, so she can get out. But look at that, Spike's going toward A.
Okay, I'll know they have to be careful here. So it's still 5v5 because
Oh! That was a nice
Spike
head
down
ding
A.
right there, but will not be able to finish her off. A cutie Fijian on top of heaven. But look at this. Kelly has already made her way toward mid. Will she be able to catch out Princess Harris? You need Princess Harris to
Nope.
die right here, and she will not. So she
Revealing
stays
area.
alive, looking good for Bacchus, as the rest of KAL is still pushing through mid. They will get spotted out by her recon dart, though, as that shock dart will not connect. So they've made it through market. That Killjoy turret will spot them out, but Larvin, she has not been spotted herself. So they've made their way onto site. Okay, they have not made their way completely onto site, as that is going to be one taken down. Winter cannot pick up the other, so a Evil Cat in a 1v3 with the Ghost. Very doable. She picks up the first one. Still two more. No utility left. She does not know where they are, and she cannot do it. That is another round going over to Bacchus, and no, that's pretty big, right, Delta?
oh yeah, being able to win the pistol round, just continuing the momentum that they already have, it's big. I mean, KL's approach was a valiant one. They tried to slow things down, try to figure out where would be the best place to plant. And so they made the decision to, you know, switch to the B site, but and were able to get through mid a little bit, but they were already down so many women, just making it that much more difficult to do a successful plant. So this time, probably not going to do a slow approach. It looks like they're all standing outside of A site, just waiting and ready to push in.
That is true. They at least won't press W and run. They'll press W and walk, but Cheerios
True. Cheerios waiting.
needs to put that wall up at the right time, and she will. So she's just sitting in this corner. It's going to be up to her to try to get as many as she can. And
They
they are
don't
just not
check.
going to check her, so she's going to be able to get to Winter. Finally takes her out, and that's a Spectre going over to KIL, but it's still going to be a member disadvantage, as those two shock darts are going to push back the defenders a little bit. So Spike should be able to go down on the site. Larvin still at B, will make her way back over. Let's see how they choose to retake it. That will be that dart coming out, making sure that there's nobody in hell, and they will know that there is. So that's a bit of an Ares spray. Will not find a Evil Cat, though. We will see. That is... Alright, that's a quite nice shock dart onto Mr. Drill. The paranoia coming through as well. But suddenly, it's going to be a slaughterhouse. And Bacchus, they picked up another.
Wow. Okay. We are inching ever closer towards match point. KL did do a good job trying to get on the site, but, you know, they didn't check that corner. Cheerios was able to get that initial pick. They did a good job trying to hold back the Bacchus while they were up in heaven. But, yeah. Again, another round. Going to the Bacchus because they're just able to get those frags they need and able to do just amazing retakes. But KAL trying this again. So see a little bit of a repeat force towards the A side. Hopefully they'll check this corner this time, as Cheerios is planted again on the other side. So just mixing things
That's
up.
true.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but Cheerios has been pretty good. At least we saw on the offense as well that she just stays in those corners that she creates with that Sage Wall. That's going to be a lot of util pods from the side of KL. Aftershock is now gone, but that Owl Drone does spot out Cheerios. She has gone over to Garden. But KL now, they're not going to take A side. They're going to back off. And Bacchus has already moved 4 players here. But if they get Larvin at mid, that could be pretty good for them.
Yeah, it looks like Larvin trying to hold mid. So make it a little bit more difficult for them to do that rotate if that's what they decide to do.
Actually, alright, that recon dart won't get broken quite quickly, but they are going in through Cat. They're not going through mid Delta, but Cheerios
Oh, but Cheerios!
ready and waiting, but she cannot capitalize. So KAL now have full control of that A site, as it's going to be the same situation. Baka's having to push in through Heaven. Will they be able to do it this time? ASO, though, picks off the first one, going to make it a little bit harder. And Kelly's already sitting here in Heaven. All right, last member standing of Larvin coming over from that B site. Okay, that's a flash of epic proportions on both sides, as she is able to pick off Kelly. Gets a Vandal of her own, but still a 1v4. Really no utility to be had on her side. So she might even just choose to save here.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't know, their economy's kind of okay, but saving would be an option.
Work with. Yep, alright, she's not going to choose to save. 11-4. KL, they're showing some signs of life.
Yeah, trying to hold on as best as possible. That was a good approach. So second time's the charm working onto the A side. They were able to essentially get a free A side because we saw a lot of presence being made by Baka's mid and a little bit of the rotates coming out. And they were able to get that initial pick off of Cheerios. So making it quite easy to get onto the site. So
sure, it's
hopefully
like...
another... Yeah?
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
No, hopefully they're able to keep this up, but again, when Princess Haras dies, it makes the round a little bit easier.
That is true. See, very valid point coming out from Delta. Has a evil cat now. Again, she's gonna be taking some pot shots at this A side. Will be able to spot out Cheerios once again. Is that what I think it is? That is a shorty. They're not gonna want to take that close
you
range.
are right.
Yeah, so they're gonna just be backing off a little bit. What do you think they're gonna do here? Are they gonna go A again?
Potentially. The spike is leaning towards A, but with how slow they're going, the rotates are already occurring.
I mean, yeah, but that's the run it back pop from Kelly. We'll be able to pick up Cheers quite quickly, and she'll be able to hear a lot of members. Ooh, okay, that's a nice double fire coming out from Baka's, as they are now once again moving in from the defender side. At least this time they have quite a bit to work with. No ultimates though, as the Hour Drone will be able to spot out quite a few members of KAL, but these after smokes are going to be a little bit annoying. Not going to matter too much as Lovin picks up that first one. On the other side though, Aesol blocked off by the garage door, but not going to matter as she's still able to get one. All right. We're now in a 2v3 situation. Both members of Baka's are on the side, and she's gonna get shot in the back there. Princess Tara is not able to clutch it out this time, so KL picking up another one for themselves.
Okay. Now we just gotta string... Wait, I'm gonna do math.
All right.
7 more. Yeah. Wait, no, 8.
8 more.
Wait, 8. Yes,
oh, you're
8
so
more.
Close. So close, Delta.
Oh, I tried. So yeah, stringing 8 more together. I like what I'm seeing on the half of kill. They've been able to push onto these sites quite easily. I don't know, the defaults that Baka's been holding just been making it a little bit easy for KIL to get these plants.
That is true, as once again, it's going to be a lot of damaging utility onto that A site coming out from KIL. But that spike has been dropped quite far back, so they really haven't committed to anything yet.
No, haven't committed yet. I mean, they're leaning towards the A side. They have a lot to deal with, though. They'll have Killjoy utility, and they do have Cheerios and the one and only Princess Haras to deal with. So A side probably isn't the best, but they don't know that at the moment.
B's looking pretty appealing. Only 2 members of Cutie Fijian and Lynn sitting on the site. Not really too much to stop them should they choose to come in. But they seem to have found it out. So, somebody's listening, I guess.
Going on the B side, looks like they will be popping that
You are
wall.
divided.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
That little wall, so making it a little bit easier to get onto the site.
Yeah, but now the last two members of Baka's on the site. They can actually hear them coming in as Cheerios. They picked up the last two members at mid. So it's just a bloodbath all
30
around.
seconds left.
As KL are still trying to just plant on the site, which they will. But that's the lockdown popped in. Okay, that's a sheriff kill coming up from Princess Haras. Picks up a Phantom, and this is not looking for good for KIL, as that is round number 12 for Baka's.
Okay. I retract my last statement. They made that look a little bit too easy. They just rotated awfully quick. So the three
Match
members
point.
on A just were able to come on to the rescue and clean that up quite quick. So we already at match point. My goodness.
That is true. No, it's gonna KIL have to string together 7 for it to go into overtime. The overtime that I'm famous for, apparently. But Baka's is
You
gonna.
are.
They're gonna do a little ritual with the "This is fine" spray, and hopefully this allows them to get that last run. But what can they do to close this out?
What can they do? I mean, the runs that they were able to, again, get Princess Haras off, and that they were able to approach the sites where one she wasn't on, but one that were a little bit light, were successful. So as we do see a rotate coming out, making it a little bit easier for this A site push.
Gonna be that Drone once again should be able to spot out Larvin, and on the other side, Winter has already pushed in along with Azel, so they've already picked off 2 members on the side. This is not looking good for Baka's.
Yeah, that Rolling Thunder was perfect, trying to push and make as much space on the side as possible, and they're already at a 2-woman advantage.
Again, last 2 members are here. It's not going to be Kelly coming up and making waves. She's going to be on that site. Again, they're still a little bit lost. They have the Empress and the Resurrect, but they have Winter ready and waiting for these 2 members.
Okay.
And that's a nice little flick headshot. Last member of Cutie Fijian. She's looking like she's going to book it.
She's running. I don't know. They might hunt her. We'll see how they're feeling, but definitely just gonna try to save at this point.
Yeah, she only has that Spectre though.
Oh,
no.
they might find her. Oh, no.
No.
Oh no.
I think they've definitely heard each other. They're not exactly sure where she is.
I told you they'd go hunting. They're feeling it.
He's gonna escape where their life does get a gun off of Kelly. But again, KL's economy looking real good.
Yeah, looking real good. Definitely winning that last round was helpful. Trying to stay into this fight as best as possible. And like I was saying, they were able to get onto the A site because that site was a little bit light compared to the usual push that they have to deal with, and they were able to bait a bit of the rotate. So hopefully able to try that again, but pushing into this site with 3 members this time and Killjoy utility.
Oh, but look
Oh
at this.
my
It's Lena
goodness.
with Shorty.
What is happening?
Oh,
What is she
no.
doing in the smoke?
Wait, so that's he's not going to be able to take advantage of that, as that's going to be the storm grenades popped at the front of site. We have Kelly already going through, but the other 4 members are just stuck outside. Killjoy Torch should be able to go down shortly. There we go. But they're going to go on once again, keeping 1 member on that lurking position. Right, oh, that's the Hunter's Fury coming out from Princess Haras, though. Will not be able to stop the spike plant and does not kill a member. But will be able to at least do some significant damage. The Empress has been popped. They want to end this right here, right now, as the Leer will come in and will get broken very shortly, as that's going to be the Resurrect coming out at 8 Evil Cat and just here to take them out. Now, Baka's are just falling, but we're back into a 2v2. Make that a 1v2. Cutie Fijian, last member standing. Gonna be the Sova all the way far back. If she wins this fight on site, she could be able to clutch this out, but is she gonna check the back? She does. All right, the last member, she has to come in. Evil Cat, she has to come in right now. She has to kill her.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
going to be the jump start and the kill. All right, that was so close for KO, but they are able to do it.
Okay, making my heart race a little bit. Thank you very much. That could have gone literally either way.
That is true.
Okay then. So KL able to clutch that out. Thank you, A Evil Cat, again for making my heart race, making things exciting for all of us watching. And that was enough to push Baka's back on a frazzled buy. We see a Judge coming out on the half of Princess Haras, gonna be camping in this corner. And so if they decide to go to A site and they don't check, that's gonna be a little bit deadly on their half.
That would not be
Ooh.
good. What's going on right now on the side of Bacchus? There's a lot of people in defender spawn.
Yeah, they're trying to get the read on them, trying to make the rotates, but KL's making this round awfully slow, getting some presence on both sides, trying to figure out where they should go.
Ooh, that's a nice shock dart. Gonna put Cheerios down a little bit lower now. 2 members of Bacchus are sitting in hell. Oh, that aftershock. Oh, that misses hell though. I definitely don't know that there's a lot of presence here.
Yeah, but Bacchus is holding their positions, still keeping a bit of a 3-2. I mean, they're kind of in spawn, but they're just ready and willing to rotate whenever is necessary.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that they are playing quite far back considering the weapon disadvantage. Because I would have expected them just to play close and try to take KL off guard.
Yeah, but they've been so successful with their retakes, and even when they're at a weapon disadvantage. So they would rather just do probably a 5-woman retake situation. So that's probably the passiveness.
Yeah, that's going to be the cosmic divide. They're not going to be able to come out, but Kelly just pushes through. She does not care with the run attack. So that's already a member down on Bacchus. What are they going to do here?
Yeah, that spike went down so close to down to the wire, but already at a 1-woman.
Kelly. Oh, that's a stage wall. A clutch stage wall if I've ever seen one. As Cutie Vision takes one off, but on the other side, they've made it into a 3v3. And as you said, their save rounds have been pretty good. They picked up weapons of their own, and they're still coming in onto the site. 2v2 situation, but it's a 1v2 now. Princess Hera, she has to do it all. Will she be able to? Oh, she is not. So, all right, that's another round going over to KL. 3rd one in a row.
Yes, my goodness.
They're pulling
So
it back,
you're right.
Delta.
Yeah, no, trying to keep things exciting, staying in this game. It's quite impressive. And making Bacchus sweat just a little bit. Being at match point for so long, it's gotta just be tense and stressful at this point. And Bacchus, like you said, we're at a weapons disadvantage, and we saw a little bit of that go down when they lost some of their 1v1s. But we're all back to normal this time. Everyone's on full rifles.
Oh! Okay, that almost was very, very dicey for KIL. Such an aggressive feed coming out. Sage wall, we'll be able to save them and stop the push.
Yeah, but doing the same approach as last time, we see the spike still back in spawn. So they're going to attempt to make as much noise as possible and again figure out which site would be the best to go. And an approach that seemed to work quite well last time. But only 5 seconds left when they planted. So they definitely will have to watch that timer as they do this approach.
True, but Bacchus. Okay, they're coming back. I thought they were just going over to that B site. Oh, I haven't really given them too much to work with.
Yeah, it's still a 5v5. 3 on the A site, 2 on the B site. B site does have a bit of killjoy utility. They haven't had much problems with addressing that. Mostly their troubles have been with Princess Harris, and then the full strength of their retakes. But looks like the read is coming out as Bacchus making the rotate all on the B side.
Yeah, but as you said, the time is running out. 25 seconds left, and they are coming in. But that swarm grenade sitting at the front of the B site is still going to stop them. That's the flash coming out, but Kelly is just going to walk past, and suddenly it's a bloodbath in favor of Bacchus. Last 2 members have to come in. Hazel is already sitting here, but will she be able to get anybody? She does not, and suddenly it is over. Bacchus take this 13-8.
Wow. What a game that was. My goodness. I'm sweating. I'm tense. I'm excited. I can't even talk. This has been a good day. A good day of Valorant. Ooh. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because anytime I need my heart to race, anytime I need a little bit of excitement, just have to go back to May 7th and figure out what in the world just happened. because that was an amazing map coming out on the half of Baka's. Just Princess Hara's racking up the kills, 35. I'm not gonna do more math, but I'm assuming if you add some of those together, it'll be less than Princess Hara's. So we'll just say that she was fragging.
Can I throw out another sheesh?
Oh, I'll allow it.
Delta's giving me a lot of freedom today.
Oh, I mean, it was a pleasure to cast with you, so I gotta throw you a bone.
Thank you, thank you. Of course, I love casting with you too. Got any final thoughts on this game?
Nope. Like I said, I'm gonna have to rewatch it because that was amazing. There were beautiful lineups that occurred. There was a beautiful approach from Princess Haras, and I did like what I saw from KIL. I do hope that I don't know how the group stages shook out, but I do hope we get to see them next week for the rest of the tournament because I like what I saw. It's just great rounds overall.
Man, that's true. So, as Delta mentioned, this was the last event of this weekend. So GG to everybody who played today on the stream. So next week, Galorants Training Grounds will be heading into the semi-final matches. That's super exciting. And the entry division will be back on Thursday and the intermediate one on Friday, as we saw this week. And so if you are in the Galorants server, do type !Discord if you are not, though, because we would love to have you. But we will be having a few lessons going on early next week. So Monday is a Silva lesson with Freya for the NA region, and Tuesday is a Learning Valorant lesson with Renapia for EU. And on Tuesday, if you want to cast like us, it's going to be the regular caster practice, so come join. And before we end the stream, so we know that Wolf has been producing today, right? It is Wolf's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday! Woo! And everybody spam in the chat, please. She is talking in Discord saying that she does not like that, but please spam even more because she just said that. So, there you go. But, shout her out on Twitter, do everything, even do it tomorrow too. And she's probably gonna rail on me, but I have to do it for you, Mom. All right, I have to do it for you.
I'm sure with all the love she'll receive, maybe she'll forgive you, but I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe.
it was all a plan. It was all my master plan. But in any case, that is all from me, Kura Haneko, and from Delta, and we will see you guys later. Goodbye!
Good night.
When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.